prayer. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that's higher than I. For thou hast been a shelter for me and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in thy covert of thy wings, Selah. For thou, O God, hast heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. Thou wilt prolong the king's life and his years as many generations. He shall abide before God forever. O prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. So will I sing unto thy praises, unto thy name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. I want to talk about today, the results are in. The results are in. Do me a favor, look at somebody and say, no matter how bad it gets, the results are in. Amen. Every one of us, if you've lived long enough, you have experienced a feeling of being overwhelmed. Amen. No matter if you admit it to somebody or you keep it to yourself, there has been situations and even certain people who have crept into our lives and they stayed long enough to give us a feeling of being overwhelmed. Amen. Well, if you don't want to talk to me, I got Bible to help me out. Moses was overwhelmed. In the 5th chapter of Exodus, he has a conversation with God because he gets the message from the people that you need to go back to where you came from because things don't got worse since you start telling us about what thus saith the Lord. He felt overwhelmed. Not only that, but he felt overwhelmed later on when he took on the leadership to lead Israel. When they stood up against his leadership and questioned his authority, he felt overwhelmed. Elijah felt overwhelmed. You remember his story, don't you? He stood on the mountaintop and defeated Baal and the prophets. And then later on, he gets a telegram from Jezebel saying that the same way you killed those prophets, by this time tomorrow, I'm going to do you. Amen. He took off running and found himself in a cave requesting that God would take his life. He felt overwhelmed. Jeremiah felt overwhelmed. God called him to preach, and he did exactly what God said do. And by the way, just because you do what God says doesn't mean you're going to always get good results from people. Come on, talk to me, somebody. He preached, and they, instead of applauding him and instead of embracing him, rather, they did him wrong. And to the point where Jeremiah told God, God, you don't fool me. In fact, Jeremiah said, he said, in fact, I tell you what, I ain't going to talk about you no more. But when the results are in, it don't matter what you say, God got the last say. Because that same Jeremiah said, I tried to shut up, but it was like, come on, Bible readers, shut up in my bones. Even Jesus felt overwhelmed. You remember, don't you, in the Garden of Gethsemane? When he himself admitted that my soul is exceedingly sorrowful. We all get overwhelmed. And if you are too prideful or whatever to admit it, then I need to tell you something. Your face will show it. Because every now and then your face will tell your story. Help me somebody. How you doing? You can smile for only so long. Help me somebody. And so overwhelmness is pandemic. It is all over. Not just the world, but even in the church. And some of us, when we are honest with ourselves, we don't play around with it. We know we're going through tough times, but we believe that even though we're going through tough times, the results are already in. David, in this text, he instructs the musicians to play this song and to play it continuously because there's a message in this song. It is one of the psalms of lament. That means that it is a cry for help and it is a hope for deliverance. If you know this story, you know that David writes in retrospect because he remembers that he's overwhelmed by a situation that's spearheaded by one of his sons, Absalom. You do remember Absalom, don't you? He was David's third son. He was a handsome man. He had an air about him. But you know the circumstance that leads to this is that he had a brother named Amnon and a daughter named Tamar. Amnon rapes Tamar and Absalom gets revenge. Absalom gets Amnon killed and thus Absalom flees from home. He stays away for a minute until Joab, who's David's nephew, is David's general, concocts a scheme to get Absalom back home. And now Absalom is back home. Absalom beginning to think he's better than the king. He sets up his little camp and he plots to eventually overthrow the king. But can I tell everybody in here something? There are people who may set out to overthrow you, but the results are already in. And that no matter what man does, God has already had his say. You do not remember the story. And David goes on the run because instead of him staying and fighting his own son, he chooses to run and he chooses to flee because he doesn't want to kill his own son. Absalom falsely takes the throne thinking that he's in charge and thinking that he's running things. And while David is in a cave, he's hiding from his son, God fixes it. But eventually Absalom discovers that even though you might claim it, but if God ain't gave it to you, it ain't yours. So Absalom sides with Joab. It's a soap opera. It's a soap opera. He sides with Joab, and Joab goes behind David's back, and then the other prophets go behind David's back. It's an elaborate scheme to remove David from the throne. David knows it, but David can't do anything about it but cry to the Lord. Can I tell somebody, sometimes when you're overwhelmed, the only thing you can do is cry to the Lord. Anybody been there with me? It ain't nothing else you can do but just say, Father, I stretch my hand to thee. No other help I know if I withdraw. So, have you been there before? But you already know that folk are up to something. Come on, help me somebody. But you can't do anything about it. And David is overwhelmed. And he says, I want the musician to put this to song because I want those who come after me to understand that there are times where you are going to be overwhelmed. I don't care how religious you are. I don't care how much Bible you know. I don't care how much preaching you do. You will experience moments where you will be overwhelmed. Let the text say it to us. He cries in verse 1. In fact, he says, I'm crying unto you, do you hear my prayer from the end of the earth? In other words, David said, no matter where I am in life, I'm still going to cry to you. But look at it. When my heart is overwhelmed, not if, but when, you are going to experience an overwhelming heart. It simply means that the situation looks bigger than you. And it simply means that you don't have the capability to do anything about it. I know I got some witnesses in here. But can I tell you, even though it looks bad, the results are in, y'all. Sickness can overwhelm you. Do I have a witness in this place? Heartbreak can overwhelm you. Do I have a witness? A loss of job, a loss of a loved one, that can overwhelm you. But regardless of what we go through, I need to encourage you this morning that we serve a God that has already brought the results in. But in the meantime, say in the meantime, God has employed you and I to do some stuff. David says in this psalm, you get overwhelmed, you need to understand you got to call on the God that is higher than you. Now, here's the problem with being overwhelmed.
What's that?
If you're not careful, you will make a decision in your feelings. The worst time to make a decision is when you're angry, upset, or even too glad about something. And David said, my experience have taught me that when I'm going through my struggles, I need not to make a knee-jerk response. David could have easily, because he was encouraged by the 600 men that followed him, who was warriors. They encouraged him. Let's fight back. Let's fight back. We got more skill than all of them. We got more skill than one finger than all of them put together. Let's fight back. In fact, even Joab tells him, you know you can win this, but David said, I'm not going to make a decision while I'm feeling some kind of way.
Come on, preacher.
That's why I say when my heart is overwhelmed, leave it to the rock. Now I need some confessions right here. How many of you have made a decision in your feelings?
All right.
You ain't raised your hand, that means if you ain't raised your hand, that means you ain't lived on long enough, or you're lying. Come on here.
Come on.
Because every one of us have made some decisions while we was in our feelings. And when we came back, we said, I wish I would have gave it some more thought. But David says, I'm trying to help you today here at Bethany Missionary Baptist Church. Whenever you're overwhelmed with something, that's the wrong time to make a decision other than calling on the Lord. He says, when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me. Did you see it? Lead me. My condition, I'm not able to lead myself because I lead myself in the wrong direction. Help me, Bible. Trust in the Lord with all thine and lean not to thine. Why? Because your understanding can take you in the wrong direction. And then verse 3, David says, watch verse 3.
What's that?
David says in verse 3, for thou hast been a shelter for me. Past tense. In other words, David says, I done been here before.
Come on.
You remember when Saul, come on Bible readers, was out to kill him? You remember when he had to run from Saul, hide in caves and everything? But David says, I've been there before. So when I'm going through something, I need to remind myself that he brought me through this. I wish I had some people in this place. Come on, Renee, he brought you through it one time. He can still bring you through it again. How many of y'all have been through some multiple problems and you discovered that God can bring you through it? Why? Because he showed you evidence that he's able. Oh, I'm getting fired up about myself now. Because I done been there when it looked like I was not going to be able to get it. But the Holy Ghost say, be not dismayed. The results are already in. That you already have the victory. David said, I want y'all to hear this song. Because too many of y'all are walking around with your head down, with your heart broke, and you act like there ain't no tomorrow. But if you know what I know, you can lift up your head because the results are already in. David said, verse 3, I done been here before. I done been chased before. Look here. You know what I discovered? Christians are funny. Because we holler, we want to be like Jesus. I make me more like you every day. But as soon as somebody lie on me, see, you got quiet right now. As soon as some trouble come in with, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Trust the Lord. David said, I've been there before. You have been a shelter. You have shielded me before. You've been a strong tower from the enemy. Brothers and sisters, it's paramount that we know Scripture. Don't just read the Bible. You got to know the Bible. Too many of us are just Bible readers. But you need to know the Bible. What you talking about? You need to know that there's somebody wings. I will abide. Do you see that? I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will what? Trust in the covert or the protection of thy wings. David says, I know all God is waiting on me to do is just to trust him. Can I tell somebody this right now? All God is waiting on for you and me to do is to trust him. That's it. He just wait. He don't want you to climb a mountain or do anything. He just wants you to trust him. We are guilty. I'm perhaps probably the guiltiest one in here. Sometimes I see the mountain and I forget who made the mountain. Do I have a witness in here? Sometimes it looks like I got to do this thing myself. But the Lord said, you didn't put this. I already got this. The results are already in. And no weapon. Oh, I wish I had something formed against you. Shall prosper. We are more. I'm all by myself. Then conquerors. I am the head. I'm not the tail. I am somebody.
Come on, baby.
My father owns the cattle of 1,000 hills. But why ain't got none of them cattle yet? You gotta trust him.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
His confidence says, in the midst of my troubles, I'm going to trust God. Verse 5, he goes back to remember, for thou, God, have heard past tense. Bye-bye. You've heard me before. See, the devil is slick, Sister Rasa. He wants us to think that God only gives us only a few times, a few prayers, a few forgiveness. But the God we serve, help me somebody, he never changes, amen? He's faithful, that means every time, and just to do what? Forgive us. He heals us. I love the Lord. That means he heard you before. And if he heard you before, he gonna hear you one more time. But you gotta have some confidence in that thing right there. You just can't say it. You gotta believe that God will hear your cry. David says, I've been down before, and you heard me. I'm almost done.
Come on, Greg.
You've heard my vows. But not only that, verse 5. Not only did you hear me, but you gave me the heritage. In other words, you blessed me in front of everybody. You set me up, and you made my enemies say, how in the world did that happen? Can I tell you something? If you keep trusting God in the midst of your problems, he'll work that thing out because it's already been worked out, and he'll just bring it to pass so everybody who's against you will say, how in the world? Anybody in here other than me got some high in the world people? How people look high in the world? High in the world they stay married. High in the world they keep that. High in the world. High in the world. High in the world they keep coming to church. High in the world they keep speaking at that person because God. High in the world. See, you gotta have some troubles to be a high in the world person. You gotta have some persecution. Am I talking? You gotta have some difficulties, some sicknesses to be a high in the world person. Say, you set me up. Gave me a heritage. You blessed me. Well, other people can see. You bless me that people can see that there's a connection to you.
Come on, praise him.
Not only that, but in verse 6, this is good to Brigham here. Thou wilt prolong the king life. See, David is speaking in third person right here.
Yes, sir.
Because there were times in his life what Absalom got so close. Have Absalom got close to you? Of course he has. Absalom can be a sickness, trouble. There's trouble that got so close to you. There's times in your life where you didn't think you would get through. But the Lord prolonged your stay. Help me somebody.
Come on, man.
He prolonged you. When they wrote you out sentence, he prolonged you. king's life and his years as many generations. Everybody gonna see it, and everybody gonna talk about it. Even when the king is long gone, there's gonna be some stories that say, you remember when David was down, but God picked him up? Oh, help me somebody. You can't tell me after he messed up with Bathsheba, there wasn't no murmuring in the kingdom. He ought to be kicked out. He said he ain't fit for a king. He ain't got no business doing that, which that was all right. But when God got his hands on you, I got Bible. Look at somebody say, he got Bible. Nebuchadnezzar, mean, stubborn, stiff-necked king. God sent Daniel to tell him, straighten it up. Nebuchadnezzar wouldn't straighten up. God cut him down. But then God kept his kingdom. Can I tell somebody this? No matter what man say about you, if God got something for you, it's gonna come. The results are in, y'all. Verse 7. He shall abide before God forever. Oh God, this is David talking. I know you have for me. Prepare mercy and truth to preserve him.